So a couple of days ago, I binge watched Sex Education Season 2 on Netflix. I didn't do a video for Season 1 because I saw it way late, so there was no point doing a video for it. I really liked Season 1, surprisingly. I was quite surprised by how much I really enjoyed it. And I really like Season 2 as well. The thing that impresses me the most about Sex Education is it's raunchy and very dirty at times, but it's not raunch for the sake of raunch. It actually backs it up with compelling characters and heartfelt storylines, and occasionally some very touching moments. It's mainly teenagers dealing with teenage angst and teenage problems, mainly relationship and sex related, hence the title of the show. But it approaches these issues very sensitively, and in a way where teenagers could possibly learn a lot from the show, so it's potentially educational as well as entertaining and heartfelt. I really like how they do that as well, with Otis and Maeve doing the whole sex clinic thing, so when Otis is giving advice to the students, it's kind of vicariously giving the advice to the teenage viewers who may or may not be dealing with the same problems. But apart from being possibly educational, it could be very inspiring to certain communities and to certain sexualities, mainly the gay community, because Eric, one of the main characters, Otis's best friend, is openly gay, and his storylines and his arcs are all revolving around getting relationships with guys. Especially in Season 2, he gets a boyfriend, and then Adam comes back, and there's that love triangle thing going on there. And it's just showing the people who are watching it who are afraid to come out that don't be afraid to come out. You know, being gay is fine. And I really like this show for those reasons, how it teaches teenagers that sex is normal. Basically just showing teenagers that everything's not the end of the world, and they don't need to be nervous, they don't need to be scared about this kind of stuff. And obviously with the Eric character being gay and being attracted to the same sex as you is also something that you should be proud of and something that you shouldn't hide, especially from your family. They touch on that very well in Season 1 because he's afraid of what his dad's going to think. It's a very well done show in that aspect. It's not just a gay character for the sake of having a gay character just so they can have something to tout and tweet about. It's actually with purpose. And I found myself getting quite attached to these characters. Otis and Maeve are pretty much the heart and soul of this show. Their unspoken relationship where they're kind of afraid to tell each other how they think is really endearing and really heartfelt, especially some moments towards the end of Season 2 just kind of hit me where I live a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised at how emotionally invested I was in these characters. Maeve is probably my favourite character in the show because of her complicated issues going on. And I don't know, I like the fact that in Season 2 she's the one who's kind of crushing over Otis, not the other way around, because Otis has the girlfriend now, Ola, and she's watching and she's getting jealous and she's not over him. I don't know, just as an awkward person myself, I just find it refreshing to see the pretty girl lusting over the guy and being, you know, jealous of the guy, or jealous of the girl who's with the guy. You know what I mean? I like seeing that. It's a nice different spin. I like Jackson's arc in Season 2 as well because he has the overbearing parents who are trying to make him be this really super awesome swimmer, but he doesn't want to do that, so he injures himself to get out of it, and he's trying to find out what he's really good at and what he really wants to do. And that's another reason why I like this show and that storyline in particular, because it's not just constantly about relationships and sex and stuff. With Jackson in Season 2, it also shows and tells teenagers to follow what you want to follow. Don't try and be what other people want you to be. Try be who you are, be what you want to be, and do what you want to do. Even more inspiration from Sex Education on Netflix. The thing is with this show though, it is quite cheesy. There are a couple of people in my personal life who have told me that they couldn't get through episode 1 because of the cheesiness, which I find very understandable because cheesiness is subjective. And also, it's set in Britain with British characters, and it's the most American British high school I've ever seen in my life. It's an American high school, just with British people in it. But yeah, I completely understand why somebody would be turned off by the cheesy, quirky nature of this show. I like it for the most part. There are some moments that do slip into too much cheese, and there are some awkward moments that are a bit too awkward sometimes. But for the most part, I think the show does do awkwardness and cheesiness very effectively. Like, there are some awkward scenes where I kind of like go, ugh, when something happens because a character's doing something, you're like, oh my god, don't do that, please don't do that. But it's effective because that's what the show's trying to do, because it's trying to make you just go, what the hell are you doing, you stupid idiot Otis, Season 2, when you're getting drunk. You know which scene I'm talking about. And the show has its cliches as well, like in Season 2, not going to spoil too much, but there's the part in Season 2 where Ola, Otis' new girlfriend, tells him that he can't see Maeve anymore, How many times have you seen that in a romance story where the girlfriend tells the guy that he can't see the girl best friend anymore because she knows that he likes her more than the actual girlfriend? Billion times before, but it doesn't bog the show down too much for me at least. So yeah, overall, Sex Education, it's a show that I feel like I'm not supposed to like. Like, it's the kind of show that I'm surprised that I like as much as I do, considering how cheesy it is, how unrealistic it is in terms of British high schools. But it's the character work that really shines. Especially in Season 2, the character development is really on point. So overall, I'm going to give Sex Education Season 2 a 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Have you watched Sex Education on Netflix? What do you think about it? Are you excited for Season 3? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know down there. And if you want to see more of my stuff, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you.